Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. In the last episode, we found out that we need to increase our own power by finding powerful sorcerers, who should be able to help us do that. And we also spoke to Lohar, who we made a deal with, and we're going to go investigate someone who used to work for him. Well, as far as we know, still works for him, but seems to have abandoned his post, and was also a sorcerer. Which is, you know, two birds, one stone, so let's go sort that out. This here is Lohar's house.
It looks unassuming enough.
I'm pretty sure, yep, back door's open.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. She calmly opens her left eye, then her right.
That's weird.
What do you want?
Inform her if you visit Lohar, you need to get through the hatch.
The dwarf unfolds her arms and shoots to her feet.
Alright, lizard. Right, glad Lohar ain't left us here to wither. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon.
Ask what her partners hope to find below.
Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mordus has been up to. Probably got all sorts of tricks for covering his tracks, but the goons downstairs should sniff out something.
Tell me more about Mordus.
That weird priest's been hanging around Lohar for ages. Now he's vanished.
Priest, interestingly.
Those half-wits below will know more.
Alright, I'm heading down.
Get to it then. But tell the lunkheads that Glenn has sent you before they bash your brains in.
Probably not a bad idea. Alright, cool. We can now safely go down there. Without picking a fight.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Interesting. So they're locked in what looks like a trap.
What's this?
So I have enough wits that I can see this. I do not have high enough lockpicking to lockpick it, so I'm going to have to come back here later to get through here, but there's actually a secret area in this house. If you have enough wits, you can find this, and if you have high enough lockpicking, you can actually pick your way in there. I'm about to sneeze. Apologies. Ugh. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so if you have...
Maybe if we had a crew.
Have I? What did I spot?
We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own.
Oh, this, probably. Nope. I saw something?
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
Oh, there, that's what I saw.
I think a crowbar would open this thing. Huh? We got rocks knocking around that noggin.
There we go. The door's opening.
Duna's dagger, Crimson Dragon. You here to free us or kill us?
Tell me here with Glenna's blessing.
The male dwarf expels 2 lungfuls of air and glances happily at his companion.
We've only been fretting here for a few hours, but it's felt like days. That snot-nosed priest's as slippery as a snake in an oil drum.
Ain't found nothing that lets on what Mordus is up to. Only thing we managed were to close that door and get us stuck. And if there's another door out there, never could find it.
I did.
Lohar ain't gonna be pleased.
This Mordus, what exactly is he up to? Where is he going?
Ain't no telling where that priest has gone to. Started acting all funny not so long ago, then flew the coop.
How is he being funny?
Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lohar and the rest, you know. But then he'd start looking all sickly and run off for a day or two. Then some stranger tried taking old Lohar down, but got himself caught and tied up. Ain't no coincidence Mordus went hanging around then.
She taps a finger against her forehead.
A woman knows things. Nothing's getting past me.
Okay, Eileen. Send them away in peace.
Best we head off then. We've got business to attend to.
So their reasons for actually, like, mistrusting Lohar are actually somewhat nebulous at this stage. It's the fact that he's been acting weird, and then, as he's been acting weird and then disappeared, Lohar was attacked. That's the only real evidence, per se, that they have. I'm just gonna pretty much take everything in here. And we have a book here too. As well as some other stuff. Puffball. And this book. Into the Deep. My Adventures in the Mines of Kraxkar by Rubinus Longbeard. The author said he travelled the famous mines and claims to have met many dangerous creatures of the deep. Strangely enough, he doesn't seem to mention a single creature that you've ever heard of. The editor's notes at the end describe the book as a dwarven social satire. Fair enough. That can be sold, that can be sold. We'll keep that. Identify. Huntsman Persuasion. That's a lot of armor. Sure. I need to keep Sahelia's crest for a quest later. So we'll keep a hold of that. But that's an upgrade for us, that's for sure. I believe there's like a pressure point here.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Indeed. One I can avoid. Alright. Salora did not set off the trap. That I'm happy about. Chest here. There's also something behind here. A little hidden bookshelf. Letter to Mortis, Schematic, and Rhymes and Scribes, Part 3, interestingly. I can deduct one recipe from this book, but this reads more like a puzzle than a recipe. I will have to experiment with what I can learn from these rhymes. Tormented souls by old scrolls are absorbed, then fed with some food for the creatures unborn. Just imagine a sneeze from another dimension, with Pepper release it to grab their attention. I believe that gives you... Tormented soul... with a scroll. Then fed with some food for the creatures unborn. Mix that with... I don't know, whatever. Schematic. Drawn upon a page is an elaborate schematic. It closely resembles the broken shrine to DWARVES in Mortis's quarters and depicts a mechanism operated by a button in the statue's back. Okay. Mortis, you are a lucky man. Your failure to assassinate Lohar could have been ruinous, yet our Lord proves his grace by not only sparing you, but granting you Maud Achaeum. Achaeum? The ritual requires an excessive release of source, but I'm sure you're anxious to prove your allegiance. Use it wisely. Your orders remain the same. See that the weapons from the Peacemaker reach Arks unharmed. I'll wait your arrival. And do be careful. There are a number of Godwoken who have escaped from the fort. Should they pass through Driftwood en route to their Magister, be sure they pass no further. Okay.
Lohar will want to know of this.
Indeed. So we can go back and talk to Lohar. I can actually kind of just fast travel out of here, I believe. There's no real reason for me to wander around. As far as I can tell. So I'm actually going to connect them up. And we'll fast travel to the Under Tavern. And head back and talk to Lohar, I suppose.
That's a lot of blood.
Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay. Hey, Lohar.
Better get out there before Mortis makes it all the way past Arks.
Rifle through your pack and offer Lohar the letter you found in Mortis's house.
I asked you for a man, not a note.
He takes the letter from your hands and reads it quickly, face hardening with anger as he reaches the end.
Bloody goddamn spit-sucking weasel! This is bad. Not just for me and mine. Not just for you and yours. This is bad. For everyone.
Ask him what the note means. What is the Maud Achaeum?
Hell if I know, but it don't sound good. Seems as though Mordus wasn't mine after all. Trouble is, I don't know whose he is. Of course. That's why I haven't heard from the cave. Sabotage. Listen up, I need your help. We all do. Mordus has his hands on something dangerous. Something I was trying to protect us from. Not just my folks. The whole damn realm.
Tell him he's going to need details. What exactly is the stuff that he's talking about?
Look, me and mine, we move classified cargo. Take it right off Magister ships and put it into the hands of those that will use it rightly. Trouble is, we came across something no one ought to have. Not the Magisters, not my folks, not the gods themselves. I ordered it to be destroyed. I guess Mordus, whoever he's working for, wants it for themselves. That can't happen.
What cargo are you talking about?
The less you know, the better. Trust me. Stop Mordus and I'll take care of the rest. My people had an operation up in the caves outside town. Good access to red ships and plenty of privacy too. Haven't heard from them in a couple of days now. I thought maybe we'd lost the messengers to Voidwoken in the hills, but now I think it's worse than I thought. I bet my lucky left foot Mordus is in the cave. You gotta get to him before he gets his hands on that cargo. Pray to whoever you pray to that it ain't too late.
Alright, I'll do what I can.
Finally, someone with a little sense around here.
He seems actually worried about this, which he doesn't strike me as a man who gets worried by much.
Give me your map. I'll show you where we were operating, where I think Mordus will be. I don't want to know what'll happen if he gets what he's after.
So we leveled up there, by the way, which I think I'll do right now, probably. I think I'll cut, and I'll be back when I've decided what I want to do. Alright, so we're back. I've decided what I'm going to do here. First thing first, I want to get 2 into Polymorph. The reason for that is, 1, I want the extra attribute point, because every point in Polymorph you get an extra attribute point to do, which is nice, and I actually want one for this level. But more specifically, I can learn Spread Your Wings, which is a nice one to have. I need to buy it from somewhere, but I can get it later. Same thing with her. I'm going to do Polymorph up to 2, so that she can actually have Spread Your Wings learned, because she actually already knows it, but she can't use it. I think I had 1 Polymorph from gear somewhere, which is why that was upped. As for what we do for attributes, here I want to do 1 into Constitution, so now I can have any shield in the game. My Strength, Finesse, and Constitution are where they need to be. So everything else is going to be in Wits and Intelligence, and as such, I'm actually going to pop 1 into Intelligence and 1 into Wits right now. And then finally for his Social, I'm going to push his Persuasion up. So we actually have 4 Persuasion now, which is quite good for this point in the game. 1 of those points comes from Gear, but it's still nice to have 4 Persuasion. And then for Lusa, we're going to go into Thievery. Actually puts her to 5 Thievery, which is pretty damn good. I think I can actually go and get into that locked door I was talking about in Lohar's basement, in Mordus's basement now, but I'm still going to just wait until I get the key, because narratively it actually makes more sense if you do that. And as for her, she's going to have 3 points as well. I think what I'm going to do is...
That's a lot of blood.
Int and Memory, I guess. Yeah, probably works. Which allows me to actually add a few more spells onto her, which is nice. Such as Impalement. Fortify. And I'm throwing up between...
You can end all this.
I'm throwing up between Spread Your Wings or Earthquake. It's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm going to go Earthquake because it's more fun. But honestly, it's to taste.
Oh, baby.
I have to rearrange some of my bars. I'm actually just cut, and I'll be back after this is done as well, actually. Alright, we're back. So my bar is set up a bit better now. It's still a bit ridiculous on Lusa. She has a lot of skills, and she's going to have a lot more. I'm actually going to have to use separate skill bars in this playthrough, which is kind of insane. Red Prince, much simpler. In any case, So, we now know where Mortis is. It's actually going to be fast travel out of here, I think. Let's go to the square. So we now know where Mortis is.
Keeping it together,
He's out here. So I think we're going to head out that way.
as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Yeah, sure.
Have you heard any news?
Let's come out this way. So we're going to head out this way and follow up on this Mortis investigation, as it were. I don't know how I'm going to structure these next couple of episodes, because the Mortis questline is one of the major questlines of the area. And I'm not sure how much is going to be useful.
That hound has a
Don't be
nose for
such a
sauce.
baby. He's as gone as the rest of them. Unlucky Halt! The hounds smell sauce on you. Plenty of it, by the sound of them. Haven't got a collar for you. Damn it. I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave. Hounds, at the ready.
Hold up your writ of passage. You've got permission by the order to enter.
Fine, fine. Do all the gallivanting you want. But if a hound goes snapping at your heels, I'm looking the other way.
So the hounds don't like us because we smell sauce. However, we also happen to have a writ of passage, so we can go wherever we like. Which is a useful thing to have.
What is that god's awful smell? It must be dwarves.
I'm going to book a save here.
Creeping little flies.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Go back. Get out of my realm.
Despicable little ants crawling into our business.
Annoying. Alright, slowed. I should be able to do some... they have a fair amount of magic armor, rather. I mean, I'm going to have to eat through it eventually anyway. Oh. Well, I mean, that's annoying. Quite annoying. Do you have physical armor? You do. Unfortunate. I think just eat through her magic armor is the correct decision here. Or almost eat through it, as the case may be. Alrighty then. I guess fortify myself probably isn't a horrible idea. I'm probably gonna get shot by an arrow. So that should help. There's one corpse up there, but it's just out of reach, unfortunately. I can just work on killing her, probably not a horrible idea. You know what, I'm just gonna freeze her. And I'll have the added benefit of getting rid of some of this oil, which is nice. So she's frozen, she'll skip her turn. And I can probably hit this guy with Dazing Bolt? I can, indeed. I probably want to teleport this guy. That's not going to be close enough, is it? Oh. Maybe. No, not quite. Kind of annoying. He's like staying just outside my range. Which, you know, fair enough. Let's hit him with an impalement. Followed by... Hails? Yeah, I can only hit him with one on the Hail Strike. I may as well kill her with the Hail Strike then. She frozen again? She is. Good. I just can't quite hit him with a lot of things, which is really irritating. She is... I can probably kill her. That's probably not a bad idea. Oh. Well, that makes things easier. Knockdown arrow sucks, but... ultimately probably doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Earthquake, baby. Alright, he no longer has any physical, magic armor rather, so I can entangle him. It's doing a fair amount of damage to the Red Prince, but I'm not that worried. Because he's within my range, so I can just Hail Strike him from here, which will heal me quite considerably. Bone Cage has some things just out of my sight, annoyingly. How much physical armor does he have? 56. That still heals me. And I'll hit him with the Infect as well, why not? And then we should be able to finish him off fairly easily with Losa. Sweet. Something is not right, apparently. There's a dead dwarf here, and what looks like a robbed caravan, maybe? Doesn't look entirely clear to me. Have a look down here where they were hiding. Get a view over the beach down there. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot up here, which is interesting. Also then, marked as possessed, which... I mean... I guess that should probably tell you some things, but... Oh, there's a thing here. I was like, how do they get up and down? But you can just crawl up and down, that's fine. I believe there's another fight here. Near all of these dead dwarves. There's also a path down here. Oh, with some Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is actually kind of rare. I can't remember what it does. I vaguely remember it being a good potion you can make with it, but I can't remember specifically what it does. But there's definitely something going on up here. Like this caravan.
Another Magister caravan.
Look out, persistent little flies.
More of them.
Buzz back to your dung heap. More dwarves was about out
now.
You will die. You will.
Totems are annoying. Now this is a case where Bone Cage is useful. I have 784 physical armor. Pretty good. Let's get up here. They do not have physical armor, which is good to know. When do you go? Not till the end, that's fine. So yeah, let's teleport you here. What I'd really like would be if I had a nether swap, but I don't. As such... can one-shot the totem pretty easily, which is nice. Alright. They do not have physical armor, so I can cripple them, or I can Yeah, crippling's probably not a horrible idea. I didn't cripple myself because of physical armor. But both of these guys are crippled, so they can't move, which is nice. And then... I don't necessarily want to be down the bottom here. Over here is probably not horrible. You can hit him with an earthquake, which will knock him down. Fortify myself because I'm actually kind of low on physical armor, and I think we're good. Yep, he'll have to come down. That was what I was expecting. I don't think he can hit across for that gap, which means he has to walk all the way across and try and run through this this area here, which is all slowed down. So these guys... I mean, I guess just eat through their magic armor is probably the best option, really. Apparently that gets blocked by some... There we go, that'll work. I'm more worried about the elementalists than I am about most others. Alright, because wait, they're both frozen. She won't be able to do much, I don't imagine. Reactive shot, okay. Not horrible. Not great, but not horrible. I believe reactive shot, if I move within this area, I get hit. Is essentially what that is. How much you do? 42, not enough. Let's hit him here. I'm standing in water, by the way, so all of my ice spells are taking less to cast than they ordinarily would. Which is very useful. Alright, sweet. So I nearly got rid of all that armor right there. And I'll do an encourage. Totem? Yep. Ice totem? It's fine. The dazing bolt. They're both stunned. Yeah. I don't necessarily know what to do from this point. I can shoot him with lightning. Which shocks him. But I have no way of making him wet, unfortunately. So I guess just shoot him normally. First aid. Annoying, but honestly, not that bad. And she's just coming right up into the area of effect of all my other guys. Sounds good to me. Hit those three with a worm tremor. Ooh, she has a lot of health. Dazing bolt. What I should have done is put them all next to each other before we got to that stage, but you know. Alright, now I can hit all of them with this spell. I could have hit that totem as well, I don't know why I didn't. I can hit him with Blinding Radiance. And then I can... Anyone have magic armor left? I don't think they do. No, they don't. He has no physical armor, so let's just hit him with an infect, which should spread to the others. Yep. That didn't even work in crippling me. I'm kind of out of AoE until next turn, unfortunately, but... Oh. Their ghosts appeared as soon as... That's interesting. Both frozen. We've straight won this by this point, by the way. There's not a whole lot they can do.
Prepare. You wriggling little worms.
And that should end him. It just leaves her. That should hit. Yes. And it froze her, which is good. I mean, I just guess buff the Red Prince so he can kill her next turn. Not a horrible move. Sure, that'll do. And Ice Fan should take the rest out. Eh, not quite, but close enough. Now I can talk to them. Oh, talk to each other first.
You recall the eyes of the dwarves, black until death, when they faded to normal.
You can't just
whoops.
just use people like that. Whatever possessed them, we're gonna find it and teach it just that.
Indeed. She particularly doesn't like possession.
No, this ain't right. I was on duty in the cave. I was on patrol and I was alive. This ain't right. None of this is right.
The dwarf rocks back and forth, staring at nothing.
That can't have been real. Those monsters bursting out from the ground. It was just a dream. It had to be a dream.
Interesting.
Sorceress. They brought in Sorceress. I can't remember. I can't remember why. I can't remember who.
There was something in the ground. Back in the cave,
The dwarf bangs his palm against his head.
Damn it! I can't think. I can't remember.
So there was something in the ground, apparently. He had some sizable armor by the look of it. That's a random drop. Okay. Inflict poison on contact. Interesting. I lose blinding radiance for this, but probably worth it. That's some good armor. We can sell that. Actually, it gives +2 strength. I might keep it. Is it this one? There was one of my bags had armor in it. This one. +1 strength, +1 strength, +2 strength. So I have +4 strength on my items there. That's useful. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Or this. Or this. Or these. Or this. Or this. Excuse the inventory management as I'm going here. I just kind of want to cut down my inventory slightly. Make things slightly easier for me. There we go. Auto sort that. I think we're good. I think we're good. I know I have cool armor. I just need some legs. I need some heavy legs to replace my mage legs. I look a bit silly at the moment, but as soon as I get some heavy legs, we're in business. There's a chest here. Give me heavy legs. It didn't, but what you gonna do? Alright. There was also someone down here. Here we go. Spirit of a Sorcerer.
The spirit traces runes in the air. You recognize the gesture. It's the same one you perform when gifting others with your blessing.
Return the gesture and bless the spirit.
Your blessing leaves you as a stream and returns to you as a river. You see through the woman's eyes. You feel the discomfort of a source collar as you tug at it. Then, a clatter and a shriek. A winged voidwoken has grasped you in its talons. It takes you to the air as you flail impotently.
Relax your body, you need the strength for whatever comes next.
The voidwoken continues its journey for hours, perhaps days. You watch as familiar land and sea pass under you until the creature slows. The talons open, first air and wind, then a thud.
That's unfortunate.
Blackness. Light. You peer through the fog to see two dwarves, eyes as black as coals. They are dragging you through grass and stone. Perfect bait. The master will be pleased, drones one of them. The blessing fades. The spirit's hands are stilled.
Leave the spirit in peace.
She looks to the sky, searching, then lowers her head and flashes the tiniest of smiles.
Interesting. I do not like how much stuff there is here to slow me down. To the point that I want to get rid of it. Eileen.
I've spotted a trap.
Eileen. She was one of the dwarves that was down underneath. She was the dwarf that was underneath the thing, interestingly. She was in Mortis's place. And now seems to be dead. Very interesting. We're close to leaving it. Like we're close to my end point, essentially.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Grab the whisperwood. Over here. I'm trying to decide how far I want to go forward. And I'm in two minds, to be honest. Augmenter is useful. I just want to properly search this place. And then I think we're good. There's this beach area down here as well. You know what? I'm going to do this little beach area. It's the first thing I'm going to do. Then we're going to go to that weird shrine that I walked past and mentioned nothing of. And I'm going to save in front of that. So, let's go down this beach area first. So this is going to be a slightly longer episode. Calicera is nice. Nice to have this much of it as well. I haven't really done a whole lot of alchemy. There's an ancient lamp down here.
A lamp.
Lying at your feet is a strange lamp of ancient design. Spots of gold shimmer through the thick grime that coats it. As you hunker down for a closer look, the lamp jerks slightly, almost imperceptibly.
You read about ancient lamps being used to trap spirits. You wonder, tentatively rub the lamp.
The lamp feels strangely hot to your touch. As you wipe away the years of dirt and grime, it trembles in your hand. Heavy smoke spills out of the spout of the lamp, falling to your feet, where it flows away from you. The vapor arches into the air and starts to take shape before you.
Who summons me? What? One of you?
His face twists into a sneer and he flexes his claws.
What's wrong, Godwoken? Did the Seven turn you down too? Or are you here seeking even more power? I should strike you down where you stand, God Taint.
Ask why he'd kill you just for being Godwoken.
Because it would be a kindness. I've known the power you feel, the promises you were made. I too was named Godwoken once. My God gave it all. Power, glory, hope. It was intoxicating. Until she took it away.
He's a lizard, Soul's sister. Same god I have.
Deep inside, You can feel Zor's Stissa stirring. You hear a faint chuckle. She remembers this one.
Interesting.
Unworthy, she said. Unworthy to be divine. So she gave it to another. What kind of a monster gives you that power only to strip it from you? To promise you will be the light of the world and then cast you into darkness?
What happened then?
There was so much wrong with the world. So much that I needed to fix. So I sought power elsewhere. The Void said I could have eternal power. That I could be the light of the world. And it delivered. I have power unlike any God-woken. Even if I lack my freedom. It laughed as I was sealed away in that lamp. Be the light of the world, God-woken, it said. Even so, it was more honest than your hellish seven.
I understand his reasons.
Understand it or don't. I'm not here for pity from some god's plaything. And I'm certainly not here to hand it my power. You and your gods are a blight upon this world. I would rid the world of your corruption, not help you spread it.
Offer a deal. If the Jinn grants you one wish, you'll set it free.
The Jinn hisses slowly through its teeth.
Very well. You have one chance, God-woken. One. Do you wish for power, wealth, knowledge, or to see your enemies gone?
Wish for your empire and throne, your pride restored.
The Red Prince wishes for the trifle that is the ancient empire. You, who could wish for so much more. No, I do not deal with trifles. Choose again, God-woken.
So I'm about to sneeze. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Wish for knowledge. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure, because I did a finesse persuasion, I get a bad reward. And I think the knowledge is the only one that's not, like, permanently crippling. I can't remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure, like... Wish to be able to wipe your enemies from sight. I can't remember what that gives you. I'm pretty sure knowledge... knowledge is the correct one, I think.
I admire a mind that yearns for knowledge. It is a fine and honorable thing. Here, take this tome. I believe you will find it challenging, but rewarding. You have had your wish, God-woken. We are done here.
Empty Jinn lamp. And children's tales, okay. Opening the book, you see it's filled with crudely drawn pictures and children's stories about Jinn. Looking at the first page, you see a picture of a Jinn with huge muscles, while a buffoon with massive ears holds his lamp. You sigh and read on. And then the beautiful Jinn asks the stupid mortal what this wish was. Well, said the idiot, I wish that no one would ever laugh at me for being a stupid mortal with big ears again, okay. Yeah, so I believe you have to do the intelligence persuasion to get the good reward. It says that my persuasion was successful, but I don't think... I can't remember. There's something where you can get the good reward from him, and it has to do with which persuasion you use, and I can't remember. I think I used the wrong one, which gave me the bad reward. But I think I got the least bad reward by picking knowledge, if I remember correctly. I'll look it up, and then write in, like a text thing, what it is. In any case, I'm just going to come up here, and then we're going to end the episode. So, if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye, guys. Alright, hey everybody. It's Tom in post-commentary mode. I did actually look up what the Jinn gives you, and we did indeed, I was correct, get the bad ending, as it were. Well, it's not the worst ending. I was correct in picking knowledge. It is the best out of the worst options. So, essentially, if you do... I was correct. It's the intelligence persuasion will give you the good reward. Or you can do the finesse, the mystic persuasion, if you have the mystic kind of tag. You can do that one as well. You can fight the djinn just for experience. You fight and kill it, you get experience. But if you ask for power and you get the good reward, he gives you a scimitar, his sword, which is quite a good scimitar. The bad reward is you're zapped with lightning and it tries to knock you over. If you ask for wealth, the djinn will give you a gift, which you can sell for a bunch of money, for the good reward. And for the bad reward, Magister, every time you run into a Magister, they will always want to inspect you, which is really annoying. Knowledge, as you saw with the Bad Tale, he gives you the Children's Tale book, the Children's Tales book, which is just a book for, a book that is a joke book, essentially. And the good reward is he'll give you a random level 3 skill book, which is actually quite nice. And if you ask for the power to destroy your enemies, he'll give you the Hailstorm Scroll, which is a source spell, I believe, for the good reward. And for the bad reward, your entire party is permanently blinded. So that's a thing. And all of the main story characters have their own specific character quote, like the Red Prince does, and all of them just say, no, he won't give trivialities, and then he brings you back to the other awards. So, if you're going through this and you want the good reward, do the intelligence persuasion check. You do need the required persuasion, I believe. Oh, actually, maybe you don't. It may actually always succeed, but you want to pick the intelligence option or the mystic option if you have the mystic tag, and then you'll get the good rewards. And you can choose between quite a good sword, a fair amount of money. I think it gives you about 5,000 coins, which is a fair amount, a random level 3 skill book, or the Hailstorm Scroll, which you can turn into the Hailstorm spell if you keep it for long enough, which is worth noting. Yeah, but I thought I'd just chuck that in the end for those wondering. I ended up getting the bad reward, but I got the least bad reward, so that's something, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.